Hi, this is Ben Winters here, and you're listening to Anxi-Trees, the only show dedicated to recording the emotions and stories of trees. If you didn't get a chance to listen to last week's podcast, we interviewed the quaking aspen. It was truly ear-opening. Today on the podcast, I'm in the Boston Public Garden with a tree you might know for her roles in Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and the play Hamlet. She is featured in Christian, ancient Chinese, and Celtic mythology. Her name, the Weeping Willow. But we can call her Willa. Willa, how are you doing?
Honestly, I'm a little tired because it's starting to get pretty chilly out, but for the most part, I'm good, just preparing for the winter.
Yeah, you look good. Must have been a good growing season.
Yeah, it was. Thank you.
Yeah, so I just want to know your story. Where are you from?
My family is originally from the Middle East, but we quickly moved to China. But my brothers and sisters and cousins have lived here in the United States since 5th century BC.
So you have a lot of family here in Boston?
Yeah, I have about 25 brothers and sisters here with me in the Boston Public Garden, and about 350 cousins worldwide, but most of them live in most soils in cooler zones in the Northern Hemisphere.
Mm-hmm. It's a good climate.
Yeah. My species just loves water, and the Boston Garden has a nice big pond, and we just thrive there. If you plant us even 40 feet from that pond, we'll stretch our enormous roots underground to get that water. I just love acidic and alkaline, moist, rich, sandy, well-drained, and clay soils. So,
yeah.
But I do have some drought tolerance, though.
Right by the pond is great. So it's my understanding that when you are fully grown, you reach a branch span of 35 to 40 feet. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Wow. That's nice. And then you get to about maybe 40 or 50 feet. I'd say you're probably 40 feet right now.
Yeah, it's because of water, Shout out to water.
Right. Yeah, so has this been a pretty good growing season last spring, summer?
I had a great growing season, actually. We had a lot of sun this summer, and I grew over 2 feet in height this year and around 6 feet in width.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
So what's something that maybe your listeners might not know about you?
Well, a lot of people think I'm just a pretty tree, which I am, but I actually have a lot of medicinal purposes.
Well, like what?
Yeah, have you ever heard of aspirin?
Aspirin. Oh, yeah, aspirin.
Yeah, well, it used to be made from my bark.
How does that work exactly?
Well, my bark has methyl salicylate in it and organic ester, which helps with headaches, arthritis, muscular pain, and cramps.
Huh.
Yeah, and my bark contains populin, which is the agent in anti-inflammatory and fever-reducing medicine. So humans have been coming to me for help with pain since about 4,000 years ago in ancient Sumeria.
Coming to you with pain, weeping.
Yeah, you could even make tea out of me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, how do you do that? You just take the bark off?
Yeah, it's really simple. If one of my brothers or sisters are around, you can cut off their bark. Place it in a coffee filter, place that in boiling water, and then there you have it. You have your own natural pain-relieving tea. There's no need for all those harsh chemicals that they have today. You can get it right from the source.
Oh, yeah. They won't get mad that you're, peeling off something.
No, we were made to have pain-relieving properties, and we're happy to provide them as long as people don't get too greedy and take more than they need.
Right. Yeah, I'll take a little bit, if that's okay.
Yeah, of course. I'll let you know afterwards.
Yeah. So besides the besides the medical uses, why do you think people in the U.S. like to plant you?
Well, I'm no longer grown for medicinal purposes on a commercial standpoint. A lot of people who are into natural medicine do grow me for pain reliever, but they stopped using my bark for modern day aspirin in the mid 20th century because they found a chemical that mimics my properties, so they wouldn't have to,
Oh, okay.
overuse my brother and sisters and all. But I survived. But for the most part, I think people grow us because we're just really pretty. We're great for landscaping, and
You're fast growers.
we're such fast growers. And like if you go to a pond, like it's kind of gross. And nature's supposed to be beautiful, and we're beautiful. And so if you go to a pond and I'm there, it's like, wow.
Yeah, without
like,
you, it'd
that's
just be gross.
beautiful.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what I'm there for, to make everyone feel at peace with nature.
Oh, I feel at peace with you.
Oh,
so,
thank you.
Yeah. It's been great having you at the podcast, Anxi-Trees.
Thank you.
Yeah, you look like you need some rest, so
Yeah,
I guess
do.
I'm going to go.
Yeah.
And,
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's been great. I'm going to grab some of that bark now. So, all right. This has been Ben in the Boston Public Garden. Come back next week, and we'll be interviewing the worried sequoia. Bye.